The story of Elijah's heavenly departure. In the days when kings ruled Israel and prophets spoke the word of the Lord with boldness, Elijah the Tishbite was unlike any other. He was a man of fire, zealous for the Lord, who had called down rain after years of drought, summoned fire from heaven on Mount Carmel, and defied kings with unshakable courage. His life was a living testimony of faith, and his ministry shook nations. Yet, unlike other men, Elijah was not destined to taste death. The Lord had chosen him for a greater mystery, a passage from earth to heaven unlike any seen before. As the time of his departure drew near, Elijah walked with his faithful disciple, Elisha. From Gilgal, they journeyed together, and Elijah repeatedly urged Elisha to remain behind. But Elisha, bound by love and loyalty, declared firmly, "As surely as the Lord lives and as you live, I will not leave you." Step by step, they traveled through Bethel and Jericho until they reached the Jordan River. At the riverbank, Elijah rolled up his cloak and struck the waters. Immediately the Jordan parted, and the two prophets crossed on dry ground, just as Israel once had under Joshua's command. When they reached the other side, Elijah turned to his companion and asked, "Tell me, what can I do for you before I am taken from you?" With boldness, Elisha replied, "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit." Elijah looked upon him with fatherly affection. "You have asked a difficult thing," he said. "Yet if you see me when I am taken from you, it will be yours. Otherwise, it will not." As they continued walking, the heavens suddenly trembled with the sound of rushing wind. Without warning, a chariot of fire and horses of fire descended between them. Flames of glory blazed, and in an instant, Elijah was caught up. A whirlwind lifted him into the heavens, his figure ascending higher and higher until he was no longer seen. Elisha stood awestruck, crying out, "My father! My father!" the chariots and horsemen of Israel. Grief and wonder mingled in his heart. As the whirlwind vanished, Elijah's cloak fell from the sky, landing at Elisha's feet. Picking it up, Elisha knew the mantle of his master and the Spirit of the Lord had now rested upon him. Moral of the story: Elijah's ascension reminds us that those who walk faithfully with God are never forgotten. Death itself cannot claim those whom God chooses to glorify. The fiery chariot symbolizes victory over the grave, and his mantle upon Elisha reveals that God's power does not end with one servant. It continues through all who are willing to follow him with courage, loyalty, and faith. Please like and follow for more.